When you walk into a massive shopping mall, what do you see? Hundreds of glowing storefronts, thousands of people walking around with shopping bags, food courts packed to the brim. It looks like a giant, unstoppable money-printing machine. But what if I told you that the stores inside aren't the real business? Behind the shiny glass and the smell of fresh pretzels lies one of the most brutal, high-stakes economic realities in the world. Owning a shopping mall isn't about selling clothes or gadgets. It's a multi-million-dollar game of real estate, psychological warfare, and high-risk contracts. Today, we are going to look at the hidden economics of owning a shopping mall, how they actually make money, and why one single store going bankrupt can trigger a multi-million-dollar collapse. To understand a mall, you have to realize one thing. Mall owners don't care about selling shoes. They are in the real estate business. Their product is foot traffic, and their customers are the brands leasing the space. Malls make money primarily through rent, but it's not as simple as your apartment lease. In the mall world, there's something called base rent plus percentage rent. Here is how it works. A brand like H&M or Zara pays a fixed minimum rent every month based on their square footage. But once their sales cross a certain threshold, called the natural breakpoint, the mall owner takes a cut of their gross sales, usually around 5 to 8%. This means the mall owner is basically a silent partner in every single store. If the stores do well, the mall makes a fortune. If foot traffic dies down, the mall bleeds money. But not all stores are created equal. If you look at the layout of any major mall, you'll notice giant department stores anchoring the ends of the building. These are called anchor tenants, and their economic deal is mind-blowing. You would think because they take up the most space, they pay the most rent, right? Wrong. Anchor tenants pay practically nothing. In fact, some mall developers will actually build the store for them and give it to them for free, or charge them a fraction of a dollar per square foot, while a tiny sunglasses kiosk in the middle of the mall might be paying hundreds of dollars per square foot. Why? Because anchor tenants are the gravity that holds the mall together. They bring in the masses. The mall owner subsidizes the massive department stores because they know those shoppers will eventually wander into the smaller inline stores, the boutiques, the food court, the shoe stores, which are paying astronomical rent premiums to be there. This reliance on anchor tenants creates a terrifying house of cards. What happens when a major anchor tenant goes bankrupt? This brings us to the most dangerous legal loophole in mall economics, the Co-Tenancy Clause. Smaller stores know they are only surviving because of the foot traffic generated by the big anchors. So, when they sign their lease, they include a Co-Tenancy Clause. This states that if an anchor tenant leaves, or if the mall's occupancy drops below a certain percentage, the smaller stores get a massive discount on their rent, sometimes up to 50%, or they are legally allowed to break their lease and leave. When Sears or Macy's closes its doors, it doesn't just cost the landlord one tenant. It triggers a domino effect. Suddenly, 40 other stores demand half-price rent. The mall's revenue drops overnight, but their massive mortgage, electricity, and maintenance bills stay exactly the same. This is how a billion-dollar property turns into an abandoned wasteland in less than 2 years. Speaking of bills, the cost of running a giant enclosed climate-controlled box is staggering. This brings us to CAM, Common Area Maintenance. Landlords don't just eat the cost of keeping the lights on, they pass it on to the tenants. Every store pays a prorated share for the security guards, the bathroom cleaning, the parking lot repaving, and the massive air conditioning bill. If a mall starts losing tenants, the remaining stores have to absorb a larger share of those CAM charges. It becomes too expensive for them to stay, accelerating the death spiral. So, is the shopping mall dead? The traditional one from the 1990s? Yes, the internet and massive two-day delivery logistics killed it. But the economics of the mall are just evolving. Smart mall owners are spending hundreds of millions to demall their properties. They are ripping out the roofs to create open-air town centers. They are replacing bankrupt department stores with luxury gyms, massive indoor entertainment centers, and medical facilities. Things you absolutely cannot do on a laptop. They are turning retail spaces into mixed-use real estate empires. The economics of a shopping mall prove that in business, what you see on the surface is rarely the whole story. The next time you walk past a bustling food court or a massive department store, you'll know exactly who is really paying for it. What are your thoughts on the future of malls? Do you miss the golden era of the 90s mall, or do you prefer the new entertainment centers? Let me know down in the comments. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the hidden economics of everyday life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.